Diesel trucks and buses account for only 6% of driven miles, but the EPA reports that diesel accounts for 20% of particulate pollution. But there's an alternative to the fuel source for the machinery that runs our cities and factories: biodiesel. But what is biodiesel? Our B-Side staff went to Berkeley's very own ecology center to get the breakdown on a key part of our search for renewable energy.
Okay, my name is Dave Williamson. I'm the Recycling Operations Manager of the Ecology Center. We've been doing the curbside recycling in the city of Berkeley since 1973, over 30 years. We're one of the oldest curbside recycling programs in the United States, and probably the only one that's been in continual operation for that long. Biodiesel is a methyl alkyl ester. It is vegetable oil that's been transesterified. Despite its long word, transesterification is an easy chemical process, so there's a bunch of people looking into it. Bodie Concrete in San Francisco is using pure biodiesel. Mountain Coffee in Mendocino, they had a 100% biodiesel fleet. A lot of wineries are using biodiesel, and there's a fellow up in Ukiah named Kumar Ploker. He runs a company called Wakayo Biofuels, and he sells biodiesel to a lot of little fleets up there. Biodiesel has a greatly improved emissions profile when one were to compare it to regular diesel. First of all, there's a decrease in carbon monoxides by about 56%. There is at least a 55% decrease in particulates, and these are asthma precursors, and these are also the soot that you see in the exhaust. Regarding the soot in the exhaust, you have an 85% or so decrease, and this is what we measured here, an 85% decrease in opacity, which is the color of the exhaust. You have a 76% improvement in the emission of global warming gases, specifically carbon dioxide, as opposed to conventional diesel fuel. The other advantage about biodiesel, which a lot of fleet managers like, is one can switch back and forth between biodiesel and regular diesel. So essentially you take precautions in your engines, where it's with the other trucks you have to make changes. Well, Berkeley has received a lot of notoriety for using biodiesel, but Berkeley has also pioneered the use of several other alternative fuels and alternative means of powering vehicles. Electrically powered vehicles are being operated here in Berkeley and have been in the past. Berkeley has a commitment to transition much of its heavy trucks to compressed natural gas, and Berkeley will continue to use biodiesel.
Perhaps we've come full circle. 100 years ago, Dr. Rudolf Diesel demonstrated his new engine in Paris. His fuel of choice? Vegetable oil. And from all of us at the B-Side, happy trails.